Going straight in, which is nice. Very little downtime between games, already into the draft. Interested to see if anything different happens this time. I don't think Alchemist will be run twice in a row. Doesn't usually get run twice in a row. Has done sometimes in the past, so we'll have to see.
I'd expect similar bans. I don't think there was anything that really took over the game, so I don't think they're going to really change.
Nyx Assassin was quite frustrating. I feel like that hero might get banned. That was maybe the only thing. Yes, Nat did well on his puck, Ollie was good on Pango, etc, etc.
Yeah.
I would ban the Nyx. That's the only thing I'd maybe do differently. So, Dire team with 1 win already in the previous game, and Radiant 0 games won so far. So will they make it 1-1? Or is it going to end up 2-0? Jakiro being banned again against Drekken. Shadow Shaman?
Same ban so far.
Tidehunter would have to be banned here too. The same Nyx.
Okay, yeah.
That's exactly what I thought would happen.
Makes sense.
Tide is now open to being picked, but do you first phase a Tidehunter? Feels quite unusual.
Yeah. You lane against Drow, and then you're a bit sad.
But you see what happens, and I feel like this is not the right way to draft, just in my opinion. You pick Tide, and then your next 3 bans are Drow, Monkey King, and Ursa. And I'm like, well, then you've played your whole game around Tidehunter, and he's a hero who can just farm the jungle if he has a really terrible time, and he can still ravage no matter what. He doesn't need to be like absolute lane dominating. And there are so many ranged heroes you can pick against Tide anyway. Veterans Classic.
Safe pick. Makes sense.
The Veterans staple. Witch Doctor first pick. It's strong.
Roids as well.
Yeah, Roids does play it. So, I mean, Veteran usually drafts it, doesn't always play it. But Roids has played quite a lot of Witch Doctor recently. So, and I know he's been playing a lot of support in ranked for whatever reason. Don't know why.
Yeah, it opens you up for a lot of strong lanes. Just because of the mana dip on low with anything. It's just ridiculous.
True.
I don't think there's anything that they really want to pick. Like, as in, like, is there anything that I think that Nat would really want to pick?
Oracle gets picked again.
Makes
this
sense.
time for Debate Mail. So
it's really good against the Witch Doctor.
It is. You can stop the Maledict ticks with the Fates. No, or can you? No,
with your W, you can, yeah.
It does.
It
pierces spell immunity, but it gives you 100% magic resistance.
Yes, it's not spell immunity, it's magic resistance.
Okay, so 100% magic resistance keeps you safe from Maledict ticks, which is very, very handy, because obviously Maledict ticks are something that scale out of control. The larger, you know, the early ticks make the later ticks hit harder, so if you can avoid those early ticks, you're probably fine. Or you can use it to avoid that final tick, which might kill you. So yeah, definitely a good hero to have. And Debate Mail is so comfortable on Oracle.
Also, kind of just prevents Juggernaut pick, because he just has a really sad lane now.
Tusk? Okay. So, a bit of burst there. Maybe you could try and pick off the Oracle. Yeah, that's true, Brex. Everything Brex is saying is correct. Any healer is good against Witch Doctor, because if you get maledicted, you just need to pump your HP up as quickly as possible. So pop that one, pop that Fairy Fire, you know, Omni Knight heal, Abaddon, whatever. Just try to get the HP up as high as possible.
Favourites when you accidentally kill your teammate by eating them just before the maledict pop. And they're just like, oh, even more damage, thank you.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny. Now we have gone for Mars. Okay, so Mars is a good hero, very popular. I don't know who's going to be playing it on the Dire team, though. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. You don't see Nat play it. Debate Mail, no Doige. Ross Owen? Who plays Mars?
Doige could. He's been playing a bit more offlane in the in-houses, so I could imagine.
Okay, but last game it was Nat on offlane puck, which is quite an unusual place to play puck, but he is a very good puck player. Monkey King has been banned, so again, they're banning out. Same hero, Ursa, Anti-Mage, Juggernaut, whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an Anti-Mage ban.
Well, what else was banned? Drow Ranger was banned. I think Mars is quite good against Drow Ranger, so you wouldn't ban Drow Ranger if you're on the Dire team.
Drow was just banned because of the puck, I think. I think in terms of lane matchups.
Maybe. The silence is quite annoying, yeah, definitely.
Especially if you're playing against someone who can cancel it, because it's one of those ones that looks really odd, so like, the way it comes out is quite odd, so you probably eat before the actual animation stuff. So.
One for a Wind Ranger ban because they know Nat's still in the game. So do they ban Rubik as well? It's a possibility.
I don't know. Rubik's a weird one. I think you kind of want it to be a good Rubik game to pick it. Although obviously Nat's made it work. Like Mitch
Well,
is really not good Rubik.
Rubik doesn't get anything useful from Tusk. Walrus Punch is okay. You don't have the same sort of damage. Dark Willow being banned, so that may be Ollie Willow banned. So a lot more target bans this time, less just generic cores. I mean, we've still kept Anti-Mage in the game, Juggernaut in the game. Juggernaut is very good against Mars.
I don't like that ban because Oracle just W's the person that's low health, and then the Shadow Realm damage doesn't hit you, and
just you're right. Yeah, it just becomes one auto attack.
I just don't like that ban.
Yeah.
That's just a bit.
That's very well thought out. Yeah, you've got definitely really analysing the draft well. I feel like Juggernaut goes so well with Witch Doctor, and Juggernaut is really good against Mars because you can just spin out of the arena.
Yeah, but it's Oracle. I don't know. His lane,
Jug into Oracle.
His lane just gets done by Oracle.
Yeah, so. Because I think it's 2.5 second duration at the first rank of Fate's Edict, and then that's half your spin damage completely negated. That is true.
It's Oracle's such a just ridiculous pick sometimes.
He counters a lot of heroes like quite strongly.
Yeah, but he also just counters almost every Witch Doctor lane. It's
I was thinking about Lifestealer as well. I just don't really like Lifestealer that much. And he would struggle against Juggernaut as well, which the Radiant still can pick.
Lifestealer is weird now, because it's like now you just want to get that first attack off, and then you can stay on them. But it's hard to get the first attack off in the first place because of the new passive. So. And they've got... Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Could be good in lane.
Enigma's banned, so more target bans, lots of target bans happening here. And a lot of reserve time, well, not lots of reserve time, some reserve time used on the bans. Now it's time to pick. Trying to think what you might want. Some AoE to throw into Mars' arena can be quite nice, or something to burst a particular hero. You do need another support.
Bit early.
Bit early for Phoenix, but not a bad hero. Spirit Breaker is what's chosen. Okay, if Brex was in the game, he'd be playing it. It's a good hero. Good for ganking heroes like Witch Doctor. With the Mars and Spirit Breaker together, you've got quite a lot of aggression. Two very tanky melee heroes.
Locks your Oracle into 5, which is a bit annoying because now the Witch Doctor juggling is no longer counted anywhere near as much.
Yep.
I'd have liked something that can be like. I'd have liked to just have something that can be swapped between like 4 and 5 essentially, but it's not worth a massive deal.
Yeah, I do agree. Juggernaut definitely can get picked now if they want it. You don't really. I just don't think you really want to run a POS 5 Spirit Breaker to go with your POS 1.
He doesn't offer enough in the lane, I don't think.
I guess Spirit Breaker can stun Juggernaut by charging through him.
Yeah, I guess he also can get out of it if they try and spin on him. He just charges something when he's out of it.
Yeah. There's a greater bash on the Jug and you're way out of there, so...
Yeah.
You do get stunned while in spin, but still, I feel like it might be worth it. I don't know. Juggernaut is just a strong laner. But there are lots of other choices.
Depends on how much Maledit damage you get on them, I think.
You are running out of time, though, Radiant Team. I hope you know what you're going to pick, because 18 seconds left, and then you are out of reserve time.
Ooh. No. I think there's any amazing picks.
Went for a Troll Warlord. So, Troll Warlord...
It's a great lane with Tusk.
Ah, yes, that's the combo. It's a combo again, yep. You just do... the tag team, and then you have very high attack speed on Troll Wall, and you just proc it over and over and over and over and over. It is very strong. Yeah, I forgot about that. Really, really nice lane.
It's also, if they pick something that can... I like going for first blood with it at the first room. You just go bot when you're off, either you're off laner or you're boss full, and then just own it, basically.
Yep.
No one can deal with it level 1.
The Dire now have the advantage, though, that they get to pick a core who can stand up to Troll Warlord. So not a core who wants to be in melee range having a one-on-one. Like, you don't really want to play anti-mage into Troll Warlord, for example.
Yeah.
Not a useful hero. Not a matchup you'll win. You need a hero who can control the Troll, easily kite him, kill him from range. Gyrocopter,
Sure.
it's an interesting one. I quite like Gyrocopter. I think it's an aggressive hero. It can get Satanic and Aghanims, and it does tend to feel quite tanky. We saw Veteran last play it with Aghanims BKB Satanic or something like that, maybe in early Maelstrom.
We couldn't do anything.
Hello,
I
Ryan.
remember that game. Played against it. Sad.
5 seconds.
I don't see Gyro enough to really comment on it, to be honest. He's just not played at my rank.
Gyro's...
Radiant team ban.
I'm always happy to see you, Ryan. Of course I am.
I like it.
Timber.
I
Good
like
against
it.
Spirit Breaker and Mars. High pure damage.
Dire team ban.
It's an overall
Not,
good
probably
hero.
not amazing against Gyro in lane, but I imagine he'd be okay.
I think you'd be fine. I think one-on-one Timber is very hard to push out the lane because you can just tank the creeps to get full charges of the reactive armor. And I don't think Gyro... The rockets are annoying, but I don't think there's enough damage to get through that reactive armor if he goes mid. Rhyme did a Rainbow Warrior last stream.
5 seconds
The
remaining.
nice thing is he's not really affected by the Oracle that much, apart from the root as well, because it's all pure damage and stuff.
I feel like Gyro Oracle is a lane that can burst Timber with magic damage potentially, says Brex. Yes, potentially, if you have Gyro and... but Timber could
I
go
don't-
mid.
I'd imagine early levels, it would be quite hard for the Timber. You want to get to like level 4 or 5-ish, and then you're tanky enough. But level 3 is going to be rough for him, I think, when Oracle gets level 3.
Radiant team ban.
Oracle definitely picks up his burst at level 3.
TA ban, fair enough.
Invoker
I
ban.
get why.
But Nat.
Yeah. So they both think the other's picking mid laners, which I guess makes sense. I know Gyro
10 seconds
theory
remaining.
kind of be played mid, but I don't see it.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to work out the lanes. I'm thinking that a mid hero is coming for both teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Timber's not going to be so good against Oracle and Gyro. They, like Brex said, they have a lot of magic damage against him. And he'll be with a Tusk. But I think it's going to be tough for them. Double range as well. Gyro is a ranged hero. Not a lot of range, but still a bit. His sidecar has a lot of range when he gets aggro.
I'd actually like Tusk 5 here with Troll, which sounds really weird.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
But-
I think you're actually right. Yeah,
and
Tusk
then
5,
Witch
yeah.
Doctor trades with Oracle a tiny bit better because he does enough right damage. I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So very little reserve time from both teams. They're going to have to think pretty quick about who they want to finish off their draft. So I hope they know they've got something in mind. And they go Puck, yeah. Brex actually said no Puck
Okay.
ban, no Puck ban,
Okay.
and there's Puck. Yep. There you go. So Puck holds Spirit Breaker in place, Mars, Gyro. The Dire team aren't actually massively mobile. They will rely on items for their mobility. And yeah, Puck's a very good hero at the current meta, so why not?
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think the Dire like being stuck in one place though. Like,
And
there
then
are
just
some heroes like
Troll runs up and kills them. So
yeah, like Bristle can deal with being stuck in one place. He just stands there as like a giant AoE, presses his buttons, just kind of just sits there. But like none of the Dire really want to stand in one place, I would say.
I agree.
Especially against a Troll and a Tusk. Tusk just presses you, so Troll just don't.
And here we go.
Links.
Links.
Okay.
Right, well, Clanks also will get stuck in place by the Puck. I mean, all those Dire heroes have no way to get out of a Dream Coil. So, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's true. You can't gank Puck easily. Now, last time we had Ollie on Clinks, and he did very well on the hero. I've never seen those Puck wings. That's pretty cool.
They are pretty sick.
What? That's awesome.
That little effect that goes on as that is quite cool. I
Never
like
seen that. That sort of like delayed, laggy looking effect. Just looks really cool.
Okay, so it's Nat Gyro.
Right.
What's the thing?
Ross Clinks. Okay, interesting. Doige is on the Mars, like you said. He has played some off lane.
10 seconds remaining.
You got a fish in one hand on the tusk.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
A massive fish cannon. It
It's
looks
like
like
a
it's about to
massive
fire a
fish
laser
cannon
or
thing.
something. Like, it's not the
Guess
hero.
it's waiting for his walrus punch. Yeah, so Dramatic Male Oracle makes sense. I think all of them make sense, to be honest.
Okay, Owen on the Spirit
Juju
Breaker.
Troll. Juju likes Troll, that's because he plays it mid and rushes Ags. So I will be slightly worried if I see a magic damage Troll this game.
Yeah,
But,
the thing is, I think Ags makes a lot of sense on Troll. It's a very strong Ags, but I don't like when the entire hero becomes Ags based. Like, you end up with like
I agree
Octarine
with
Core and
you.
Bloodstone.
It's
I'm like,
just-
what are you doing?
It's like, what is this build
The
now?
thing about Octarine Core, the reason I hate it, not all the time, but on lots of heroes, is it's so expensive for what it does. You pay like 6,000 gold or 5,000 gold for cast range you don't need, stats you don't need, 25% CDR. Why not just get an item which actually does something useful?
It's weird now because I think it's the only item in the game that gives CDR that is neutral.
Yeah.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, it always
'Cause,
has
like,
been.
A lot of heroes really want it, like specifically the CDR. But,
It's quite expensive for that. You know,
yeah,
5,500 gold.
it's interesting.
Anyway, let's have a look at the lanes to see if we predicted right. So it is going to be Ross mid, safe lane, Nat Gyrocopter. Okay, that makes sense. They are going for Oracle and Gyro. Yep, Mars is heading top as well, probably for some first blood shenanigans. So you have Mars and Spirit Breaker in the bot lane. Now, Royd at them currently is sitting in the safe lane with Drekken. It looks like they're putting an off-lane Troll Tusk because they know the power of Troll Tusk and they think we can have a very strong lane. But Mars actually sitting in the top lane. Looks like there's maybe another lane swap, but they don't know because they don't have vision yet. So lots of very, very intelligent
30
predicted
seconds
lane
to
swaps.
battle.
Can someone bet more than 10 points on the Radiant, please? There we go. Thank you. Nat runs in,
I don't.
finds
My
Drekken.
laptop's not liking me today. I am now
Here
watching Drekken's
Here
point
comes
of
the
view.
charge. And Drekken, you're taking a lot of damage here. He does manage to get the cast off, but rank 1 cast does not do a lot. And last auto attack, and Nat will get the first blood. Now we're doing a lot of damage to Royds, and Royds took rank 1 Whirling Death, which is maybe not what you want to take. Are we going to go for a further dive? Yes, we are. Nat ends up with a double kill, does take a few tower hits. They brought 4 heroes bot. But that is a very, very nice start for Nat. Nat picking up so much free gold. Not a ridiculous amount, actually, but about 400 gold. So he immediately sends for a Wraithband and a stick. So that's going to be good. You've got 4 dire heroes still in the bot lane. Radiant.
Timberlake.
Oh, we've got an interesting set of lanes. So the Troll Warlord is now with the Witch Doctor. And Tusk is with the Timber. So quite a different set of lanes that we were expecting. Mid lane is the only one which makes sense. You've kind of got Clinks versus Puck. And if I was playing Puck, I would not want to play against the Clinks. Absolutely not. Yes, you have high amounts of Magic Burst, which is really nice. But just dealing with the auto attacks, they just hit so hard. And yes, they cost 12 mana each. We still got some actual tri-lane going. We have, for the first time in a long time, we've ascended to a tri-lane. Now, a tri-lane with Tusk is very, very strong. And look at the bounce. Absolute perfect bounce. And that is going to be a kill. Owen charges onto Drekken, but I don't think he can kill him. He does not have Greater Bash. Nat is using the missile salvo to try and do enough damage, but that neutral creep just got in the way and randomly clapped Veteran, which is quite annoying.
Yeah.
Nat is out of mana, though he does have 3 stick charges. Still going for it. Oh, here we go. Tag team, cast. And that's going to be a kill. I think Veteran is going to go down, though. It's 120 damage from level 1 Fortune's End. What a lane this is. So many kills. I love that we have a Trion. We haven't seen a Trion in a long time. And that does put a Timbersaw against a Mars. So Mars is not coming out well when it comes to the solo lanes.
I think you'll be fine until... Oh, no. Gyro TPing top.
Okay, so he's saying, nah, screw this. I want to be in the top lane. I don't want to be in a tri-lane against the Tusk. Tusk
What
walking
is
back to
this?
base. I don't even know. The laning phase is an absolute mess. No heroes any levels at all as well. Apart from the essentially Ross and Ollie, who are actually playing the game normally. And Ross
Are they going to run a tri-lane with Mars?
who know? Ollie nearly died there, look. In fact, Ollie is going to go down. Fairy Fire. And dies. No, he doesn't, because he evades. He gets so lucky. Uphill miss. That is very, very lucky for Ollie.
I'd be so tilted.
That is quite tilting. But, I mean, Ollie is basically on 1 HP, so Ross has good control of the lane. He sent a salve to himself, but does not have enough money for bottle. Bot lane, the fight continues. Vetra's being charged. He's only level 1. He's going to use the tag team now if he can. We've got Timber and Mars now in the bot lane together. And then Roids will manage to find a kill. So another one from Trey. I mean, what is happening? Who's now in the top lane? Juju and Draken and Nat and Debate Mail. Okay. So more lane trading. I mean, ultimately, Ross is winning this lane. Not really winning in last hits at the moment. Well, he is actually slightly, but 11 denies. Only just spotted that. Actually, that's a ridiculous amount of denies for a hero who's very low base damage. Just denying everything, really.
I don't think Puck is that high base damage either, does she?
Used to. Yeah, quite high. It looks like there was a kill in the top lane. 1 point trade. Nat, though, he's in a bit of trouble. In fact, no, the kills were Gigi managing to get a kill on Debate Mail and Nat managed to get a kill on Draken. But there's 3 Radiant heroes in the top lane. Now currently 2. Nat getting blocked in by his own creep wave. Trying to cut a path. Actually managing it. Gets the salve off. Gets most of the salve. Cancelled by Gigi. Ice shards. He's trapped. Ice shards and nice shards. And 50 gold for killing a missile. That's worth a lot of gold, actually.
Yeah.
So
yeah, now Timber's now having an amazing lane.
Who is?
Timber as well. Right, it was a bit. He was losing at the start, but yeah.
Well, he's been all over the place. Have you noticed how no one has any last hits yet? Because it's just like everyone's been in so many different lanes. The most last hits at the moment is 18. Ross will finally succeed his kill onto Ollie, and look how lucky that is. A regen rune in the top lane for a hero who's on. How much HP is it? Oh, the ice shards come in. He almost died there to the ice shards, but now he's just going to regen up. Does he manage to make enough distance away before he gets auto attack?
He really
trying to get an auto attack. Does get an auto attack. Cancels half the regen rune. Very nice play by Veteran cancelling the regen rune. But he got a lot of mana back, which is the main thing. Ollie's going in. Tries to get the kill. Doesn't land.
Juju's dying top.
Okay, let's have a look. Juju being charged by Owen. Nat going to go in with another missile by Aris. And will get the kill. So another tri-lane top. I mean, the supports are rotating all over the place. They've not stayed in a permanent lane at all. I mean, Deutsch and Roids were safe laning, were together in the top lane. Now they're together in the bot lane. They've been part of tri-lanes. They've been part of not tri-lanes. I just have no idea. This is the best laning phase we have ever seen.
This is very good.
The only hero staying the same are the 2 mid laners, and Ross definitely has the advantage there. He has managed to death pact to creep, giving him 440 health and 44 damage. 44 damage is a lot in the early game. Now you've got over 100 damage and you've got 48 coming up from searing arrows. Here comes the tag team. Rank 2 tag team. Yeah. Tag team is just such a strong ability. One more auto attack.
Draken trying to kill Sam.
Not quite got the damage from himself, but you know, really hurting him.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm still stuck. I'm actually stuck on Draken's point of view now. I don't know what is going on with my spectator today, but
yeah, not quite sure. I mean, the most 17 denies on Timbersaw. Timbersaw level 6, who didn't even level his ultimate because he just wanted stronger whirling death. Quite an odd choice.
Makes sense. As if you're solo laning, like I know.
Oh, we got a bit of a fight going on top lane. Nat, he's taking a lot of damage. Does actually manage to find a kill on Veteran first, though. But he does have Maledict on him, and he will go down to the Maledict. Missile does get the stun. Bateman looking for the kill. But then Draken, he holds his one. Absolute master baited Draken. Does get stunned by Owen, yeah, and out comes the Greater Bash. One more auto attack, and that will be the kill. But now Ross has turned up, and he is looking for a few free kills with the double damage rune.
The Oracle Fate's Edict was slightly too early, but it is not good. But he ended up actually stopping Nat from getting the kill, and then Nat took too much damage.
Ollie actually nearly dead. Very, very low. Interesting you go for a second point of Skeleton Walk instead of a second point of Strafe. Guess he just wants more Lucy. Another fight going top lane. Nat gets maledicted, but can they kill him with it? They're going to try. Nice stun from Owen. Out comes a missile as well, so Nat will be fine. Unfortunately, the Ice Shard does not trap him. And so he will escape. Roids, they're trying to burst him in the bot lane, but Jabema accidentally fires his Fortune's End onto a creep instead of onto Roids. So he is enjoying a bit of heal. Misses the shackle completely. The Clown Fiesta continues. And there's another kill for Ross. Is this going to be another game where Clinks just ends up dominating? He is going for Orchid first, which I guess makes sense if you're mid mid Clinks. I know Ollie went Solar Crest last time. We've seen Clinks' rush Desolator, but he's gone for Orchid so he can act more like an assassin. Very good against heroes like Park, killing Witch Doctor. Maybe even kill Timber. Does give 4 mana regen as well, which is certainly something that hero does need. Roy's just going for a bit of a dive, but there's no way he's going to die. 18 stacks of reactive armor. That is one tanky hero. In fact, he may still go for a kill on Jabate. I certainly would try. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He will go for it.
Be worried about a charge. Right
He is being charged now. But at the moment, he's fine. I mean, Spirit Breaker's got a long distance to travel. Still turning up. I think Roy's is going to be fine. He is level 8 on this Timbersaw, 8 minutes in. He is very high level. He does get charged. Jabate has the mana. Spear, that's going to be a kill. Jabate will get the kill. Or not, as the case may be. Oh my god, finally they bring him down. Jabate will get the kill there. And that's a nice kill to have. Deutsch now hits level 6. But Ross is level 7. He is a strong hero. Went into the jungle to find another creep. But when he gets Orchid, Ollie's going to be in trouble. Looks like we've got the Dream Call onto him. Veteran has turned up as well for the gank. He's standing just outside the range of the leash. And they do bring Dust in. Ross does pop Strafe. Stops you getting hit by ranged attacks, but nothing against Veteran. So nice rotation there. Double gank. Which is
a really good Orchid game, actually. Because Orchid's great against Puck, and then it's also great against Timber as well.
It's good against pretty much everyone in the early game when they've got no way to cancel it, and Puck needs to rush a Yules, but the Puck is quite poor. As in, it's
I'd be
still
interested if we see Timber going for a...
Is cooldown going to be used? They're going on that in the top lane. They put the Maledict on. He also cooldown. He's going to get a 3-man cooldown. I think a lot of damage, but Juju, he's popped his ultimate pretty much straight away. Back in. One more to attack. Ross is going to be hunting for it, and Ross finds it, and now Ross is here, gets another kill. He's in position to kill Juju. Juju does make him miss his attack, so he will be okay. The main thing is, Nat lived. Roy's level 8. Roy, look how much damage he's doing to Deutsch. Gets yeeted away by the spear, but Roy's just going in again. Deutsch having to leave, actually. Chakram cancelling the last bit of the salve, but only the very, very last bit.
Ollie's about to die.
Not sure. He does just jaunt up. Jabate, no, deny the rune, deny the rune. Yeah, no regen rune for Ollie, no bottle. That's very sad.
Aggressive.
That's maybe a little bit too aggressive. He's going to be okay. Nice little ice shards.
Yeah, good ice shards. But
Still chasing. Drops the dust. Nice double stun. Except we don't have level 6 on the Witch Doctor. Only level 4. That's a very low level hero. I mean, we have quite a few varied levels, should we say. Level 5 on the Tusk and level 4 on the Witch Doctor, level 5 on the Spirit Breaker, but Oracle has managed to hit 6 and therefore has his ultimate and the Arcane boost. The Oracle actually a little bit richer than most of the supports. The Radiant supports are really lagging behind. 1,500 net worth on the Witch Doctor. He is a poor boy.
But the only nice thing about that is their ghouls are higher level in general. But obviously,
for charge onto Veteran, does get the snowball off in time. Perfect snowball, and out comes the Dream Core, and they have killed Jabate now. And looks like Owen's going to go down next. Walrus punch for the kill, yeet him into the air.
Smacked in the face.
Very, very good reactions. I was actually worried whether he'd get the snowball off in time, but he did, and he held it. He didn't just use it too quickly. Royd's just diving the tower, does not care. Deutsch really struggling against this Timber. He's practically free farming. The Dire are being propped up essentially by the power of the Clinks, who's having a really good early game, whereas the Radiant, it's a little bit more spread. Nat's not doing too badly though either. He's farming a nice couple of stacks here. He's going for Sanjay Nyasha first. Didn't rush Aghanim's, which is interesting.
Yeah, the Aghanim's is so nice. But
We've still got the charge coming out for Juju, and it's coming fast. He actually pops his ult straight away. So Owen can just wait for it out, turn around and use his ultimate.
Yeah, he's now.
She does perfect timing.
Yeah.
And now Juju's going to go down. Missile. Yeah, that's going to be a kill. Very good.
The one thing about Gyro's Ag, I would say, is I don't think it adds an awful lot until you get a few items. Not even a few items, until you get like more damage.
Well, lots of people used to build it literally first item, like on the pro scene. So it always makes me wonder. Owen going in, charge onto Royce, but can't do a lot against this incredibly tanky Timbersaw, who is going for Bloodstone first item.
I'm slightly worried about that.
And Owen, look how much damage he takes. The power of Tag Team Walrus Punch is really not to be underestimated. Even a 0 item Tusk, a very poor Tusk, can do that much bonus damage.
I think I'm surprised that Royds isn't going any magic resist yet, because I feel like he gets quite a heavy magic damage comp.
Well, Mars does quite a bit. Gyro, Oracle. Yeah, there's definitely some damage there. Nether Strike coming out from.
I mean, even like Spirit Breakers, yeah. Like Charge of Darkness is like the Bash's magic, and his ult does magic damage. So the majority of the damage comes from Spirit Breaker will also be magic.
Yeah, that's true. And do you reckon he's going to go down? Did he manage to get a stun onto Ross, but only one cast? I think Ross is just going to stand his ground. Out comes the arena.
Nice.
He doesn't have the mana for Spear.
Good snowball as well. But, they snowballed out of the mud. Oh.
And that's going to be a 1 kill. I think into another. Juju is going to have to drop his ultimate if he wants to survive, but it will only delay the inevitable. In fact, no, he will actually just be able to run away. He's a fast hero. Still going for Battle Fury. He's not too far away from it. It's 13 minutes. All he needs to pick up is 1,000 gold for the Claymore. Meanwhile, Royds, he's having fun pushing a tier 2. It's a shame that his attack speed is so rubbish. Rushing a Bloodstone is quite greedy, but I think this may be a game to get away with it. If he can pick up some early charges, it gives you a lot of mana regen, lots of health regen. You can activate it to heal yourself. Spell Amp is nice because Timber's damage is very flat. Nothing of his abilities scale.
I'm expecting to see either a Yules or a Lotus Orb next.
Yeah. Good items. Yule's probably quite good this game. He's being charged, but he's got 24 stacks of reactive armor. And Ross with the Orchid immediately gets a kill, but this may be a chance for him to die. Yeah, it goes straight down. Walrus punched into the sky, and Royds gets the kill with the Chakra and Ollie, showing that he's already got a Yules. So getting early Yules and Ollie is smart. I think Doige is in a little bit of trouble now. Ice Shard's not, unfortunately, stopping their movement. Doige quite slow here. Blink? Yeah, it does manage to blink. It didn't have any consistent damage. Ollie does not have a Witch Blade.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he is building it. Okay, Yules first. So.
Yeah, the fact that Ollie rushed the Yules is really good because it means that now the Orchid, he doesn't have to worry about it. He can't be picked off solo by the Clinks.
I'm always a bit weird about the Witchblade on Park. Sometimes I feel like it just doesn't do enough.
It gives you a nice amount of extra burst on a hero who really needs extra damage. So I think it's good. I think it's better than Dagon. Oh, Chakram completely misses Nat, and he does have the Yashashi, who will be fast. However, the Snowball picks up speed. Do we have the Walrus Punch? Yes, we do. And Veteran gets the easy last hit. He's doing so well. And then there's a kill in the top lane, though. Ross manages to get the kill on Juju. So both cores dying at exactly the same time. Look at some of the KDAs here. We've got 7-2 on the Clinks. This is another one of those hectic, like super high kill ratio game. 6-4-6 on both, well 6-4 on both of the cores. You got 5-5-9 on Veteran, 3-5-12 on Jabate 14 assists on Owen. Unfortunately, it's 15 minutes and we still don't have level 6 on the Witch Doctor. That's a long time to still not be level 6. His net worth is 2,200. This is a poor, poor hero.
I mean, his problem has been he's just been picked off by the Clinks. So like, he's not getting any XP from kills. He's always the first one to die.
True. So he needs to get an Ag Shard. And we're going on to Clinks. Okay, we do have rank 3 Maledict. Orchid is used, but Ollie had the Illusion Rune, so he doesn't even need to use the Yules for it. But Ross is so tanky, he actually just stands his ground. Finally, we get level 6. And Drekken does manage to get the kill. Literally level 6 and immediately uses it. Actually, he's nearly level 7 now thanks to that kill. Ollie's in a little bit of trouble, just gets bashed in the face by Owen. And Veteran, he might go down, he gets stunned. He does have use of the Snowball though, which he may have to use. Can he get the Snowball off in time? He's going to try, never mind. He gets absolutely deleted. The Dire collapse in. And even though getting a kill on Ross was significant, 3 more kills make it, I think, worth it.
Yeah, it was a nice collapse from the Dar. They just went straight for it. Royds, because he's going Bloodstone, he actually can't really, he doesn't actually do an awful lot in these fights right now, if there's just 2 individuals. He doesn't quite have enough survivability against the magic resist to actually be able to last anything.
Well, yeah, he's just going first item Bloodstone. He still has a little bit to go, about 1,200 gold. Troll does have the Battle Fury, so we'll see how fast he can find.
While you're in the build-up to the Bloodstone, if you don't have anything else.
Well, he's got the Kaya. Does manage to escape, so he's going to be fine. Ollie is now here, thinking about engaging. Ollie's going in. Managed to get 3 people with a beautiful dream call. Immediately Nat breaks
That
it.
broke it.
And so Nat is free. Cooldown that hits 3 heroes. Mars being kept alive by the false promise. Owen going in. Does manage to get a double charge. Are we just going to get a quick kill on Drekken? Yes, we are. Mars very, very low. And I think he's going to be picked off now. And yes, so in fact, he will die. It's a bit of a chase here. Do we have the damage to kill Nat? Yeah, we do have the Walrus Punch to cancel it. And Ross is just running around basically by himself, watching his team die. Owen's charging in again.
It's a bit aggressive.
I think he'll be okay. Owen's got max rank charge, so he does stun for quite a long time. He is. Veteran's going to go down. Oh, Ollie picked up the haste rune, and therefore he will use it to escape. You do have a charge, but I don't feel like you're going to kill a Puck. And you're certainly not going to kill a Timbersaw. So, Ross, you need to be careful with what you do.
Ross doesn't quite do enough against the Timbersaw yet.
What a ridiculous game this is.
Yeah. When he gets Death Zone, he will. When he gets Death Zone, he will.
That fight seemed to be so long. It's so hard to tell which teams are getting the advantage. I mean, the net worth is almost exactly the same. There's been 45 kills in an 18 minutes game. It's just crazy.
It's ridiculous. Both teams having more than 1 kill a minute is kind of insane.
It is.
Great bow for Puck is quite nice.
Yep. It certainly is.
You go next. Yes, on Yasha. Sometimes I end up skipping. I go Yasha into BKB control.
I think he'll go full Sand and Yasha, to be honest. But I think a BKB is going to be worth it this game. Get out of the Mars arena, ignore everything to do with the gyro. Spirit Break is a bit annoying. He can ult you. It does go through Magic Immunity.
I mean, also, if he does his charge right, he can still kind of get the bash off.
He's charging, and he's fast.
I think Juju's just dead.
Yeah, he actually just died to the Orchid. And then Owen uses his ult onto Roids. I mean, drop the arena and just ult him. The spear completely misses, I'm afraid. So Roids will escape. That is a shame. I think
Roids will be very happy with that spear. It's the normal spear that Roids does. Just
True. Nice for it to go in his favour this time. Not just getting a little bit more farm.
Owen's almost got the urn. I think he has it. He was building it up, I know. Oh no, he's stopped.
He's got normal urn now. He's going for it.
Dead.
The Ag Shard is good because it gives you the 200 extra damage is nice. 4-second break and 2-second spell immunity afterwards.
So the break is quite nice too, actually.
Good against Timbersaw as well. Remove that. You don't remove reactive armor stacks, which are up, but you can't get any more stacks.
Yeah.
He does have the Bloodstone now, but that is pretty much it. He's got nothing against Orchid.
I think you need
we're going on to Ross. Ross just immediately breaks it and dodge. He pops the arena. We have the false promise as well, so Ross is going to be absolutely fine. Orchid is now used, like I said. What can Roids do against it? Ollie goes down just from the auto attack. He does have the Bloodstone though, but he will still go down. Never mind, he doesn't go down. Actually, Ross will get killed. And the Walrus Punch goes through, and they manage to find a kill on Owen as well. So after all that, the Timbersaw still lives thanks to the Bloodstone. He's trying to be brought down by Jabate, but he does get killed. And he'll lose 3 Bloodstone charges there.
That was a massive save.
Jabate, he's trapped. Fantastic ice shards in the choke point, and Jabate will go down. I think I saw a smoke pop, but
yeah, so I think Sam
panic smoke.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like the Bloodstone rush on Timber, because he actually, if that hadn't snowballed him in time, he'd just died and lost like you'd be 11 Bloodstone charges. He'd be kind of sad.
Yeah, if
you need the magic resist.
Something else.
I think you need the magic resist. Like,
we'll see. It definitely helps, but I feel like a defensive item. Bloodstone becomes defensive. He did use it to heal himself, but being stuck in crowd control and having nothing you can do about it, I feel like it's just a little bit sad. Anyway, this game, again, it's very, very back and forth. 24-27, 3,000 gold to the Dire. Leader the whole game has still been the Clinks. He now has a Desolator, so he's going to hit very hard. I'm afraid that Witch Doctor is going to go straight down. I mean, he practically just evaporated. There's Axe Shard also on the Clinks, which means he summons 2 skeletons when he uses Skeleton Walk.
Oh, I don't like how he's done the Searing Arrows damage and he's got the Axe Shard. I feel like if you want to go the Axe Shard this early, you get the Skeleton Walk.
Well, it's just 25 damage. I guess you can't go without it. We've got the Orchid now, so they could go going for Juju though. Decides that that's a more important kill. We've got Blink on Doige. No, we don't. Juju actually drops his ult. Gets yeeted back, but is going to turn up again. Out comes the arena. Juju managing to heal up quite a lot. Out comes a charge from Owen, holding everyone in place. Deutsch accidentally
Good
breaks
charge.
the coil, but it's just about going to be okay. Never mind, because Royd is now here. Ross is just standing his ground, gets false promise, so it's going to be okay, but then will still explode because he took too much damage. Owen is in an interesting place, kind of stuck on one of the cliffs, and ends up just dying to the Death Ward. And Jabate trying to escape with the Shadow Amulet and doesn't quite get away. So in the end, that was a great fight for the Radiant. Timber did die again, and again he's lost more Bloodstone charges, but not before at least picking up an important kill.
Yeah. I mean, they're nice now. The problem is Nat's now overtaken the Radiant in terms of network. He was below for 3 calls, and now he's stoppable. So
Yeah,
now
he's just
farming
farming
up
away. Yeah, I would like to see
He's almost got
Agnes.
BKB.
After BKB, I would like to see Ags.
BKB definitely makes sense. So.
Minus 40-second cooldown. It's got to be so much better than a bit more homing missile stun. 40-second reduced cooldown on your
What
ultimate
is that?
at level 15. That's amazing. And now he's trapped. He's taking a lot of damage here. He does get both cooldowns used, but it's basically him versus the world. And so he will go down.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on the talents there. That is a ridiculous talent for a level 15 talent. It's like Luna's cast range roll at like level 10. It's also insane.
Oh yeah, I do know about the skeleton war, double skeletons, like quad skeletons. Saw it in the last game and Ollie was doing really well on it. So let's have a look at the hero levels. Ollie and Ross are both level 18, level 17 on the troll now. So, and Ross, Draken rather, he's at the bottom, but he's not doing too bad anymore. He's had some nice ultimates. Clinks with Max Rank ult is pretty good though. Gives him a lot of HP. So that's 1,100 HP and 132 damage. Bit of a fight already breaking out. Looks like we're going on to Roids, but the Radiant, they're trying to kill Jabate now. They do bring him down. That is the Oracle gone with no saves. They're all trapped in the arena, however, but also they're trapped in the Dream Coil. Ross does manage to get a kill onto Roids. Nat turns up this time. And you can see what a difference it makes to the fight. Vesper's going to go down, gets charged. And now it's just Ollie now.
Nice from Ollie. Goodie.
Yeah, manages to get away. They're still chasing him, but you're wasting time when you're chasing a pack.
Yeah, that was the opposite of the other fights. This time Juju didn't turn up to it, and Nat did, unlike the other ones.
We're charging, but we have the phase shift. You don't get the phase shift off. I thought phase shift was ready, but they do manage to find a kill on the pack. And yes, Juju, you're right, wasn't there. All he has is Sanj and Yasha and a Battle Fury, but that's enough at this point in the game to put the second net worth. Do you just go Roche now? Or not? You've got Roids, and Roids, he hits pretty hard. He doesn't have a creep.
I think they shred Roche, don't they?
He doesn't have a creep,
Yeah.
which is a bit of a shame, because that would give him a lot more damage. Look at his mana disappear, though.
Yeah.
He went for 125 attack range at level 20 rather than lower strafe cooldown. So, more attack range puts him on at 750.
I think it makes a lot of sense as well.
Ice shards, we're going in. Out comes the snowball, but here's the cooldown. Can he steal the Roche? No, he cannot. Roche isn't stolen, neither is the Aegis. So
I'd have just ulted the Roche there.
just punched it.
Yeah, just punch it, take the Aegis.
Yeah, he might have got the kill. It was very low. Anyway,
I say I'd have just ulted the Roche there. The question is, would I have?
yeah, that's true. Would you've reacted in the fight? But now you have Aegis on the Clinks, and he is going to go for a BKB, which is what he needs.
Yeah.
He finds out he knows it's a sentry, pings the sentry in mid. They have yet to take a tier 2 tower. It would be nice to take one before 30 minutes.
I don't see how they're killing this Clinks when he's got Death Pact. They don't burst him quickly enough that he can just kind of run out of there. Unless he has,
Looks like a bit of a fight is breaking out. And that's popped his BKB. Deutsch taking a lot of damage. Deutsch has BKB, but decides not to use it. Now finally uses it, but it might be a little bit too late. In fact, he will be brought down. Draken's ult doing so much work. Nat is low, and he gets ulted by Jabate Mel. Nat does not have the Aegis. Meanwhile, Ross, he manages to find a kill on Draken. He's turning back round now, starting to go into Royds. Nice use of the homing missile. Stuns Royds at the perfect time. And Royds will go down. I think Veteran, he's going to be another casualty. Do we have a medallion? Or no, I don't think we actually have a medallion. I think that'd be a really good pickup for the for someone on the Dire team. But Ross, he was just going around assassinating everyone. And yes, Deutsch did die, but it was worth it because it was a full team
Yeah,
wipe. The Timbersaw has now 8 Bloodstone charges. Only 8.
Yeah. You need to Bloodstone first. It's very all or nothing build. You have to either keep going and basically just get so strong that they can't do anything to you, or you just lose the game. Because you kind of leave your team as like a 5 or 4. I've tried it. I've done it before, and it's very like all or nothing. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Enchanted Quiver for the gyro. Jeez.
I would like to
I
see
guess
Scythe on Clinks. I like Scythe Clinks because it does allow you to just, it helps the assassinating, and then you can go Bloodthorn as well. And those two together do so much damage. You're also likely to kill a hero like Puck. It means that he can't Ghost Scepter out of it. So Ghost Scepter is going to keep him safe for a little bit. Besides just to break the coil, does Ollie have any detection? No, did not bring any. So I think breaking the coil was a good move. Turns around, tries to kill Ollie, but Ollie does pop the Ghost Scepter. Now, Clinks, it doesn't matter if the Clinks dies here. In fact, he gets the Death Pact off and starts just trying to do as much DPS as he can. He's safe inside the arena, can't be killed, finally goes down, but not before nearly getting some kills. Of course, he's going to come back with the Aegis, but Juju managed to find a kill onto Owen, it looks like. Never mind, he gets disarmed by Jabate. Fantastic play. Owen will still go down, but a kill onto Juju is what matters. Ollie is quite low, but he does have it. Never mind, just gets instantly killed by Jabate Mail's Purifying Flames. Probably wasn't expecting to take that much damage. The only casualty from the die is Owen. But Ross is at large, still running forwards. They put down a sentry, but it's a little bit too late. Draken immediately popped his Ghost Scepter because he's quite scared. Out comes the spear. Doesn't spear to anything. Time for the Dire to make something of their advantage. It's 12,000 gold lead. I can't believe the number of kills we have this game. 74 kills already in 29 minutes. I mean, what is this?
Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting game, to say the least.
It has. Finally, another tier 2 is going to go down. Will they start approaching tier 3 though, or will they think, nah, we can't do that against the Timber? We're just going to stay back. Timber trying desperately to build Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah, really wants it.
Ross is level 23. Level 25 is pretty good for Clinks because both of the talents are incredible. Searing Arrow's multi-shot and the 50% and 5% more death pack health and damage is
He's such a ridiculous hero. He's like, I don't know.
He scales well.
He scales so insane.
It is.
Yeah, Doge is... Yeah.
And Ross, he's here, ready to push the tower, doing a lot of damage to it.
Nat's getting closer and closer to attack.
Yeah, Ags will be really big on him. We're trying to go on this Clinks. He does have BKB. He may have to use it straight away. He does. And he's taking a lot of damage here. He's trapped in place by the Troll Waller, but thanks to Owen, there's a little bit of a stun. Ross, he just goes down. There's nothing he can do. The arena goes up, and they do manage to bring down Juju. Never mind, they don't, because he goes inside the Snowball. The Snowball is going to save him, but does he have anything for when the Snowball ends? Jabate Mail will find the perfect target. Ollie used the phase shift to dodge. The tower finally goes down. I think Veteran is in a little bit of trouble here. Tries to keep himself safe, but they have enough reach with the Gods of Butte. And Ollie is going to be able to escape. Timbersaw is having a random fight with Nat, which I'm not sure.
They just kind of bumped into each other.
I'm not really sure that's achieving anything. Meanwhile, the Dire managed to win the fight, even though they lost Ross. And Ross, you'd think, is a hero who, you know, would go down pretty. Like if he goes down, that's a lot of your damage. But actually, they still had enough to keep going. Not sure what this icon is there. Interesting. We'll talk about that in a second. It looks like Roy's in a little bit of trouble. He's been Spirit Vesseled. Oh, and does not unfortunately get the ult off. Can you do this thing? Can you cursor over the, you know, the ulti cooldowns? You can see at the top, the little diamonds under their player frames.
Yeah.
Oh, are they different cosmetics? Is that why they're different? Like,
oh yeah, Clinks's looks really odd.
Yeah, like and Tusk's is fine. It matches the icon. But Clinks, it's like Clinks has a custom effect, but it's not shown.
Clinks just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't. What is that?
Is that the old? Is that one of his old icons? Or is that like Burning Army thing? Well, I know Burning
the
Army
spear misses, but we do get the sun from Owen. Looks like Doge needs to lead. It was a bit of a mistake. It's the Immortal. Oh, perfect, kept in place by the Ice Shard. Does get the AoE, so Doge really trying to find his way up, but he cannot find it. And Ollie, he goes in, gets the Dream Coil onto 2. That's already a kill onto Doge, but where is Ross? Ross is not even here, so Nat's trying to win the fight as a core by himself, but he may struggle a little bit against Juju. They're all trapped inside the Snowball. Bloodstone has been used by the Timbersaw. He may get brought down. Nat does manage to get a little bit of distance, and now Clinks is here. Huge Clinks deleting Juju. They just had to buy time for Ross to turn up, but Royds manages to find a kill onto Nat. That's a pretty big kill.
That was weird. It was like a great fight for the Dire, and then two of them just died really quickly.
Royce is actually in danger of dying. Look how much damage he did to Owen. Ridiculous amount of damage. Then Ross will find the kill. Timber Sword, Bloodstone Charge is now at 7. Still trying to build Heaven's Tower. Does have buyback. So could go for that.
They
Ross
still don't have
decides to
their
go.
tier 3s.
No, they haven't
noticed
hardly
they have
damaged
no-
them. Ross decided to
They
go
have
for
no
Bloodthorn first before going for Scythe of Ice.
Oh no, I meant tier 3 items.
Tier 3 items.
Like Clinks' Enchanted Quiver stuff, and Radiant have no tier 3 items.
Oh yeah, Dire have a lot actually, and they're not utilizing some of the good ones. Elven Tunic and Mindbreaker are both very good, but maybe there's no one else who wants them. Radiant, they really need to get some then. There's some really good tier 3 items in the game. Clinks is level 25. He went for the multi-shot talent, which I think is good when you're sort of pushing the high ground, especially if you're ahead. I think if you're ahead multi-shot and if you're behind, the death pack can be good.
Yeah, the extra tankiness for the death pack's great, and if you
More
get
damage too.
a bit more.
And like Breck said, if you go Helm of the Dominator 2, you don't even need to take an Ancient Creep. Helm of the Dominator 2 lets you buffs any creep to 1800 HP, which is all Clinks really needs. I don't know if the big Ancient Creep, the Golem one, has more than 1800 HP.
It's weird because it's got that passive which increases the health. Like its passive
Yeah,
is that it
15%
increases
more
the
health. Yeah, it's nice for
So I
Chen
don't
to
know
take
if that counts. But I don't know if that counts as like death pack health.
Yeah, that's true, because it's a buff and not the base health. But then the Helm of the Dominator is also a buff, so... Ross is running in, but he's got to be careful. They've seen him, but they missed the axes, and so he just runs. He knows that there's vision. Roche is up. He's got the cheese on this time. They just start taking it. Looks like that the Skeleton Archer is not that bothered about attacking Roche, though. Bloodthorn has been used. That means 30% crits every single hit for everyone who hits it. Ice Shards yet again scouts it. Looks like it's going to be a similar showing. They don't have Ollie, though. Ollie needs to turn up, and he needs to turn up soon if they want to fight this. Ross is a little bit low. They know Roche is pretty low, too. And Ollie is turning up. Looks like Ross is completely leaving Roche. I'm not sure where he's going.
Yeah.
He's looking for a death pact. He got a death pact. 1000 extra HP he has now.
Yeah,
And they're just going for the quick finish, and they get the Aegis and the cheese. I don't know who got the cheese. Looks like the fight is starting to engage. We have the arena. Arena is used onto 2 people, really holding Royd in place. He's got the Ag Shard on the Mars. They will get a kill on Drekken pretty quickly, and Ollie decides, I'm just going to leave. He actually has a gem on Ollie. So he wants to keep the gem alive, but the Dire, they've managed to just force their way through the team fight. Now you've got the Aegis on Clinks, who has the multi-shot. I'm guessing multi-shot is, what, 2 extra attacks?
1 extra.
Is it only 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is, it's still ridiculous. Your when you push.
Oh, it's only 1, yeah, okay. That must have been nerfed at some point. He gets disarmed by the Heaven's Tower, but they use Glyph at the same time, which is a mistake.
That's a bit sad. Hate to see it.
And now that tower's going down.
Look at that. The Varus push.
Yeah, more disarm. Then it gets dispelled.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen, and I don't mean on hard times.
He needs to death pack something.
He does at this point. Well, that's 2 sets of racks pretty much instantly. He'll go forwards and try to death pack the creeper. Maybe he won't. He's still got the Aegis. He has absolutely no mana though.
Oh, that was
Drekken
sad.
is going to live. A lot of damage going to Clinks. Ollie does manage to get the Dream Court onto 4 heroes, but Deutsch gets the big ult as well, trapping in Royd and Juju. Juju does have his ult, is going to use it. He does have a Battle Fury as well, so quite a lot of cleave, but they cannot bring that down. That is just on top of everyone. The Dire team, no one's died yet. 0 casualties. Even Jabate Mail was kept alive. Lots of Ivots coming up from the Radiant. A lot. We have the 5 Bloodstone charged Royds going in. Does get stunned by the rocket. Can the Radiant find a single pickup? Yes, they do. They managed to bring down Owen. But that is a support Spirit Breaker. And now Royds, he's going to go down on 3 Bloodstone charges. About to be on 0. Nat, he gets saved by use of the False Promise. And Ross, he is silenced. He doesn't have the Aegis anymore. He's got to be careful. Does manage to find Death Pact on something. I didn't even see the Aegis go down, actually.
He got caught without death pack off in the when they were in the Mars arena.
Okay, we've got 7,000 gold on Ross, and he decides, actually, I don't want to go for Scythe. I've decided I'm going to go for a full Daedalus and still have over 2,400 gold to spare. They just want one more fight, and the Dire team should win. Wait a second, what?
No, sorry. That was a very interesting fight from Roids. He tried to timber chain out of the arena and just bumped into it, and then kind of just fall back and died again instantly. Bit of a questionable one.
I think he won't be building Bloodstone Rush anymore. He's only got 3 charges left. He's almost lost. He had over 30% spell amp when he had Bloodstone, and now he's on 17%. In fact, he's almost about to lose all of the spell amp that Bloodstone provides, and all the mana gem.
I used to go it.
But not Rush, maybe.
I genuinely did used to rush it, and then I realised that it just doesn't work.
We've got the gem, though. Doid has Ollie's gem, so that's going to be good. Look at the speed that Juju's being taken down. Instant kill on your POS 1, and he's got no buyback. The spear, it goes on to Veteran, does not get Ollie, but the multi-shot is doing a lot of damage anyway. Veteran, he does manage to get the snowball off in time, but I think he's just going to be rolling into his doom. He's still standing on the fire. Not that the fire really does any damage, it's only 35 damage per second. We get the ultimate up from Owen, that's going to be killing Ollie, and the GG will be called shortly. There it is. Cooldown being in, that's got a butterfly, so he's just going to dive the base for a little bit of fun. And Owen will die yet again. And that is the GG. Doid with a little clap at the end.
Radiant just couldn't get anything going, I don't think. I think Clinks was too strong. It's a very good Clinks pick, to be fair. What was it, last pick, I want to say? It was a very good Clinks pick.
Yeah, it actually worked out way better than I thought. I thought, well, they've got the catch for him, they can Dreamcoil him, they can Walrus Punch him, they've got Maledict, Death Ward, etc. Juju can then run up to the Clinks and kill him. Never worked out like that. The Clinks just stood his ground and just killed everybody.
They had too much, it was one of those games where Oracle just saves them over and over again.
Yep, that's the power of Oracle, and Jabetmo knows what he's doing on the hero. Ended up with 13 of his own kills. He was actually great at killing people. He
had E-Blade as well.
He was finding the important targets, and he was getting the kills. So that's important. And Drekken, he unfortunately ends the game at 4,500 net worth. You can see just how poor some of the Radiant heroes were. Those 2 supports barely got off the ground. They stayed near the pack at the beginning, but then they couldn't even get any of their core items. So a little bit of a sad game for the Radiant supports, but overall, very good game.